Re-Animator. This is a classic. Of all the films I'm talking about during this Halloween season, this is probably the one that has the most recognition as far as horror fans are concerned. Great zombie movie, definitely top tier stuff. It came out in 1985, directed by Stuart Gordon, and it was based off of an H.P. Lovecraft short story. And the basic premise is character Herbert West, played by Jeffrey Combs. He's a scientist, he's young, and he's trying to create a serum that will resurrect the dead. He's somewhat successful, but it never quite goes as planned. This film definitely has some comedy elements to it, but it's more straight horror with little bits of comedy here and there.
Get out of here!
Great final act, very, gore fest, as most zombie films tend to be in those third acts. The movie is completely carried, though, by Jeffrey Combs' performance as Herbert West.
You see, I came down here to visit Mr. Kane, who was here working, and Halsey entered and started ranting at us, rather irrationally. No!
Great character. They made 2 sequels to this, Bride of Re-Animator and Beyond Re-Animator. Both decent films. Beyond, it's not as good in my opinion, but Jeffrey Combs' performance in that makes it worth checking out. But Bride is quite good, actually. I would recommend sitting down and watching the first 2 films back to back. Stuart Gordon would go on to make a film called From Beyond, also starring Jeffrey Combs and Barbara Crampton. That's an amazing film. Also Lovecraftian. Definitely, if you get a chance, get a copy of From Beyond. Check it out. I think it's the best film that Stuart Gordon ever did. So yeah, Re-Animator. Like I said, this is one of those movies that's sort of iconic. It's a classic. You see the t-shirts and the posters, sort of Herbert West with the Kim-Light green chemical serum that he uses to inject into the dead to bring them back. It's funny because he is sort of the antagonist of the series, but not. He's very much a protagonist. No, I have that backwards. He's supposed to be somewhat like a protagonist, but he's very much sort of the antagonist. But he's not really... He's trying to do a good thing. It's more so his ego and his God complex, which really comes into light in the sequel, Bride of Re-Animator, where he... bringing back the dead, he feels makes him superior to everyone else. And yet he's constantly sort of the driving force behind these films and the one you're sort of rooting for.
It saves me the trouble of having to send for you.
You'll never get credit for my discovery. Who's going to believe a talking head? Get a job in a sideshow.
But yeah, if you haven't already seen Re-Animator and you're just curious, hey, what's with all those t-shirts I see at every horror convention? Yeah, do yourself a favor and check it out. There's a lot of really good Blu-ray copies of this, DVD copies. There's multiple versions of Re-Animator out there that you can track down. Definitely do yourself a favor and track it down. This is solid A film, in my opinion. A fantastic score and opening credit sequence also, by the way. So yeah, check out Re-Animator.